Hello there. Now in this video I will show you how we can create two tables and try to create the relationship between those tables, and we will try to come up with two entities that will cause a many-to-many relationship. And we will look at, I think, the student table we already have. Let's add one more, and probably that one will be a subject. All right, subject and students will create a many-to-many relationship, because let's look at it like one student can take many subjects, and the reverse of it, one subject can be taken by many students. All right, so if the reverse works fine, then we call that a many-to-many relationship. Now with the class, you can see that the student and class, this will create only one-to-many relationship. So one student, or rather many students in one class, or one class having many students. And the reverse, which is one student being in many classes, that won't fit well. All right, so because the reverse doesn't work, then it's a one-way thing, so we call this a one-to-many relationship. All right, so let's have a many-to-many relationship. I already said that we'll have the student, and the other entity or a table will be a subject table. All right, so we already have the student here, so we are going to create the subject table. And then I've already said this in class that whenever we have a many-to-many relationship, we try to solve that by having a junction table. All right, so we'll have a junction table which we will call it a enrollment table. All right, so all the information about students enrollment will be captured by this junction table, which will be the enrollment table. All right, so for us now, we are going to create two tables. All right, one is subject table and the other one will be enrollment table. All right, so I'm going to quickly create those two tables, and then later we can do the relationship for those two tables. All right, so I go up to the create tab, go to table, and I'm going to go to design view, name my table as subject T, and this will become my subject ID, which is going to be the primary key of the subject table. And then I'll have the subject name, it's going to be short text, and I'll have a grade here and short text as well. And that's it. Click save and close it. The next one will be the enrollment table. Go to create tab, click on table, go to design view, give a name and call it enrollment table, enrollment T, click OK. All right, and then we have the ID there. We change it with enrollment ID auto number, and the next one will be the two primary keys, but in here they will become foreign keys. The primary key of the student table, we will have it here, student ID. Data type will be number because it's a foreign key, and the other foreign key is the subject subject ID, and its number again because it's a foreign key. Foreign key is a primary key of the main table. When it appears in a different table, we call it the foreign key. All right, so the other attributes or other fields after the two foreign keys will have enrollment date. Okay, enrollment date, the data type will be date and time. The next one will be fee paid. All right, and it's going to be number. We can also use currency there, but we'll have it as number for now. The next, I think the last will be lecturer. All right, lecturer or subject teacher. All right, whatever it is, let's just have it as lecturer, short text. All right, these field sizes, you know how to do it, so I'm just going to leave that for now. You can do it at your own time. I'm going to close and save. All right, so I do have my two tables now. Before I enter any information in here or any data into these two tables, I'll just go ahead and create the relationship. After relationship, I can start entering some data in it. So I'll go quickly to the database tools tab, click on the relationship there. Now I'll get all these tables into this relationship window. The next is student and subject. Oops, let's remove one of these. All right, I'll just move them around and get enrollment table in the center like that. Okay, now when you are actually creating a relationship, the primary key has to be linked to its foreign key. All right, so the student ID here, which is the primary key, has to link up with the student ID, which is a foreign key in the enrollment T. All right, so you click on it while holding down the mouse button, drag it all the way to the junction table, point it to its foreign key, and release your mouse button there. And now you get this edit relationship window. All right, so we did the right thing. It's connecting student ID to student ID, student ID in table, student table, and student ID field in enrollment T. So this is the primary key, this is the foreign key. All right, so just check the enforce referential integrity there like that, and click create. Okay, so now this is the one side of the relationship, this is the many side of the relationship, and we are going to do the same with the other subject table. The primary key of the subject T is the subject ID. Click on it while holding down the mouse button, drag it out and point it to its foreign key, which is in the junction table, and it's right here, subject ID, and release your mouse button. All right, again the edit relationship window shows up, and you can put a check mark next to this enforce referential integrity there like that, and click create. All right, so our relationship is now set. All right, so I'm just going to close. All right, yes, ask us to save. You can click yes, and it closes. Now we can go right in here and then maybe open the subject table first and enter some subjects. All right, and then let's start by entering. I think we already mentioned about what subject we will enter. English, grade 11. Next one is mathematics, grade 11 subject. What's the other science? Grade 11, and social science, and grade 11. And the next one again English, but this time it's a grade 12 subject, and mathematics, grade 12, science, grade 12, social science, grade 12. Alright, so those are the subjects. Just close it now. Alright, click say yes. And the next one is enrollment. We are going to try and enter some names here, and kind of like we are enrolling students. Now we already decided that how our enrollment will work is that student will pay for individual subjects to get enrolled. All right, so let's do that. Student, we are not going to enter student names, but we are going to enter student IDs. All right, as well as the student subject, not going to be subject names but subject IDs. All right, I'll just open up my student table to see which number belongs to which student. So student 1 is Joe Blow. I go in here. Okay, let's have Joe Blow, which is represented by ID number 1, is going to take subject 1. What is subject 1? Subject 1 is English. Okay, that's fine. And another student, let's say student 2. Do we have student 2? Oh no, no student 2. Let's have student 3. Student 3 is Helen. Okay, and let's check subject 1. Okay, she's also taking subject 1. Alright, then let's add one more student. Let's say 4, which is Freddie Jude 4, and again taking subject 1. Alright, and maybe let's give them 2 subjects each. Okay, so the first one ID number 1 is Joe, and let's say subject 2, which is mathematics, I think. Subject 2, yeah, mathematics. And the next person is 3, and again mathematics. Or let's say 3, which is I think science. 3 is science. Yep. and the other one 4, let's say also let's say social science. I think yeah, I think 4 is social science. Okay, that's it. And let's just put some dates in which they have enrolled. This one is going to be, say, this particular date, this one on this particular date, this one on this particular date, and this one on this particular date as well, this one on this particular date, and this one on this date. And the fee for is English, let's say 100. All right, English is 100, and this one 100. 2 is mathematics, let's say 150 for mathematics, and 3 is science, let's say 200, and what's this? 4 subject ID 4, and that's social science, let's say 100. And who's the lecturer for English? Let's say Mr. John, and English again there, Mr. John again. The other English here is Mrs. Smith, and this one is mathematics, let's say Miss Jackson, and this one is what? Science, let's say Mrs. Dow, and this one Mr. Mark. Okay, at least we have some information there. I'm going to close now. Close, say yes, close, close. Alright, and that's that. Now I'll take you through creating our form. Alright, and the form will be the one that the people will use to register students when they are enrolling. Alright, for this one I'll stop